patio, chillin', sipping from a glass. Big T in the corner, talking about the past. Father Fortenberry telling tales so fast. Gary Poppins flying high, never low, never fast. DW with the beat, got that bourbon nerve flow. Life cruising smooth, watch the sunlight glow. Conversations deep, but the vibe is low. Patio dreams, where our minds just go. Life on the patio, we got no stress. Sipping bourbon, chillin', man, we feel so blessed. Laughter fills the air, moments we confess. Life on the patio, where we find our rest. Gary's got the stories like he's pulling from a hat. Big T's wisdom, man, we feeling all that. Father Fortenberry preaching, chill and chat. DW bringing beats, we groove where we're at. Sunset sinking slow, colors in the sky. Bourbon nerd lifts his glass, dreams so high. On this patio, man, time just flies. In these moments we're forever, no goodbyes. Goodbyes. Night falls down, stars above our heads. Life on the patio, where our souls are fed. Every word that's spoken lives on when we're dead. In the peace of this place, no fear, no dread. On the patio, chillin', sipping from a glass. Big T in the corner, talking about the past. Father Fortenberry telling tales so fast. Gary Poppins flying high, never low, never fast. DW with the beat, got that bourbon nerve flow. Life cruising smooth, watch the sunlight glow. Conversations deep, but the vibe is low. Patio dreams, where our minds just go. Life on the patio, we got no stress. Sipping bourbon, chillin', man, we feel so blessed. Laughter fills the air, moments we confess. Life on the patio, where we find our rest. Gary's got the stories like he's pulling from a hat. Big T's wisdom, man, we feeling all that. Father Fortenberry preaching, chill and chat. DW bringing beats, we groove where we're at. Sunset sinking slow, colors in the sky. Bourbon nerd lifts his glass, dreams so high. On this patio, man, time just flies. In these moments we're forever, no goodbyes. Goodbyes. Night falls down, stars above our heads. Life on the patio, where our souls are fed. Every word that's spoken lives on when we're dead. In the peace of this place, no fear, no dread. On the patio, chillin', sipping from a glass. Big T in the corner, talking about the past. Father Fortenberry telling tales so fast. Gary Poppins flying high, never low, never fast. DW with the beat, got that bourbon nerve flow. Life cruising smooth, watch the sunlight glow. Conversations deep, but the vibe is low. Patio dreams, where our minds just go. Life on the patio, we got no stress. Sipping bourbon, chillin', man, we feel so blessed. Laughter fills the air, moments we confess. Life on the patio, where we find our rest. Gary's got the stories like he's pulling from a hat. Big T's wisdom, man, we feeling all that. Father Fortenberry preaching, chill and chat. DW bringing beats, we groove where we're at. Sunset sinking slow, colors in the sky. Bourbon nerd lifts his glass, dreams so high. On this patio, man, time just flies. In these moments we're forever, no goodbyes. Goodbyes.
Welcome to the patio.
chillin' on the patio, life ain't slow. Big T popping bottles, let that bourbon flow. Father Fortenberry's grilling food on deck. Gary Poppins with the chucks, hard to forget. DW's in the corner, DJ on the beat. Bourbon nerd, mixing drinks, nothing too sweet. Sunsets, paint skies in a fire red hue. Patio vibes when you know the new crew. We got the patio life, good time feeling right. Bottles up, cheers tonight. Yeah, we live that patio life.
And welcome to the patio, everybody. It's Hump Day.
Hump Day.
And it is a recording tonight, so if you're here expecting live, we'll try to be live in chat. Actually, Jamie and I probably will not be live in chat, but hopefully some others will be. Jamie and I'll be tied up during this time, but thank you for stopping by. We still will be more hilarious probably than we were on Monday, I promise. Second show's always better than the first. Kamala Harris making a comeback tour, and boy, there's some funny shit coming out of that. Funny stuff being talked
Don't call it a comeback.
Oh, I wouldn't call it a comeback. She's just burning down the bridges everywhere.
She just said she got something on her back.
What does the American dream cost, and what does it look like? And we're going to find out about Father Fortenberry's trip down astronomy lane. Is that a way to put it?
That's the way to
He
put
was
it.
tiptoeing down astronomy lane.
Down astronomy lane. Better
Father Fortenberry, how are you this evening?
doing well, doing well.
Do you feel smarter now?
No, I feel dumber because my son's smarter than I am. Has anybody reached a point where their kid is smarter than them, and it kind of concerns you?
I don't expect to ever hit that point.
Well,
I don't.
I hit it way sooner than I expected.
Oh.
So,
All right. Well, we'll come back to that. Gary, have you reached the point that your children are smarter than you?
No.
I think you too feel that you may never reach that.
No, I don't think I'll reach that point. But Jamie's my little starlight gazer.
A geezer?
Old geezer instead of
he-
gazer.
he's a starlight geezer?
He's a starlight geezer.
Is that the furry shades of
Yeah.
stars?
Of stars.
Yeah.
My
DW, he got. Is that a Razorback hat you got?
No, it's a Henderson State hat.
Oh, okay.
It's where my daughter's
I
committed to play
couldn't read it. It
volleyball.
looked backwards.
I thought it was a Ricky Henderson
It is.
hat.
It is actually backwards in the camera, but
Look toward Jamie. That's why, because we need him looking that way.
my everyone in my family's been smarter than me for a really, really long time. So
We're glad you finally came to that conclusion.
normal.
I didn't.
Yeah, it's just facts.
Well, I think we all hope that to occur, right? We all want our kids to be successful, or I think most people do.
Better than you and
Better than me.
Yeah.
I wanna
Now
be
my kids are
smarter
better than me in certain things.
I already got crushed on the ACT by my daughter.
Yeah.
She took it her first time. I got smashed.
Good job. Donnie knew how to write his name.
Well,
I didn't do
What
very
is
well.
it? C-D-A-B? With there was a rhythm to it back when I was in school.
well, now if you can, I can't remember what they call it, but you can take your scores and build them.
Yeah, it's like a super
What?
score. You can make a super score.
Yeah, so like Maddie did really good on really
So
well.
you just really focus on one.
I can't remember what it
So
was.
it's like
Oh,
this
so you can
test-
move the best score
Yeah.
over?
Yeah.
So
Oh,
you
I
can
would've
do like
done
your
well.
best. You could like really work hard for math on this test and say, all right, I'm done with math. Get a 0 in
So you
math.
freeze it.
Yeah.
And you get your other one.
So like I did like a 27 in language or something. I can't remember what it was. Can't remember what it breaks down to.
He's
Love
very
language.
Then my
linguistic.
math was like 11.
That parking math don't be math. Parking math don't be math. He's talking about, hey, you got 3 blunts and $3.
So I've been there doing my scores. The first one came in 27. Like, whoa, this young man's got a future. The math came was like, oh, never mind.
He said 3 blunts and $3.
I'll
How
tell
many
you what,
blunts?
it all balanced out. I had a 21. That's what it balanced out.
You
to.
got a 21?
Most of your
Dang,
career,
What?
Smart as a fuck. Jamie is smarter than me as
Jamie's
well.
super smart.
most of your career is dealing with math
All right.
stuff.
I mean, I'm good at it.
Jamie,
Geometry. You're probably good at
I mean,
geometry.
yeah, geometry. I mean, I could sit down. I couldn't do geometry, but I'll never forget me and my coach. So we had a building.
I wouldn't go in that building if I was
So look, we had a building, and
There's
there
no
was
telling what's
there
in
was
that
a,
building.
structure.
a grill in the building that was 36
What were you
feet
cooking
long.
on the grill?
It was 36 foot long.
That's a big grill. You big.
So we had to
restaurant.
figure out the radius of this wall, and we're sitting there for hours. We got this thing drawn out. I even called my wife, who's a math teacher. We're trying to figure out how to figure out this radius. And then I said, "Wait a second."
Just call Gary.
No, I said, "What?" I did even better. I said, "Wait a second. Let me go look at the drawings." I went to the structural
Tells
drawings.
you.
I went to the structural and architectural and tell me what the
Now,
radius
there's
was.
no guarantee that wall was built to
It
those
matched.
specs. It
It-
did. That's
it
awesome,
matched.
man. Because if you go in your house if you look at those shelving behind Gary, I made beautiful shelves, and when I went to mount them,
Those are
I
beautiful
realized
shelves.
that the wall directly behind Gary is about a quarter
Yep.
inch deeper than the wall down.
Yep,
there. So
that's-
it has a bow. to
It does
a
a
curve.
boat. All
Same
them
thing on a
houses
window.
do.
You ever hang curtains?
Yes.
You ever heard hung curtains?
I hate hanging curtains.
All
I've
right,
hung many. a
Here's what I
curtain.
figured out. When you hang curtain, if you hang it above the window, you got to square it with the ceiling line.
not the
If you
roof,
hang it
yep.
at the window, you got to square it with the window.
So-
Because if
Yeah.
you try to make it level, it will be.
It'll be
there.
I always tell young guys in construction, do not make it plumb. Make it look plumb.
Yeah.
I thought you said plump.
Yeah, because they'll go. That's not square or plumb.
Yeah,
And
like
you'll stick a level on that's
Yeah.
perfect, and you're like, no,
No,
okay,
make it look it.
make it match
Make
that
it
window
look-
seal.
Yeah.
So
That's
we
it.
used to find all the time stuff like even really well engineered plans were never built correctly. There's always mistakes and flaws. Okay, I'm curious. What did y'all score in those ACT?
I had a 29.
Out of 26.
Dang, I had a 17.
Yeah, I made a 28 in 10th grade and only gained one.
I'm an
more point.
idiot,
Yeah.
bro.
I took 26
Yay,
and quit.
the 20
I
club.
quit
He
after
put it a long
26.
way from me.
And
Yay,
You're
the
at the
20
what?
club. I said, we're at the 20 club.
Y'all
Here's
in
the
the
long
Man, I
20
way.
hear
club.
people hitting like a 34 these days or 35.
You get
I'm
a
like,
29.
yeah. I did get a 32 in
In the
reading.
11th grade. 10th
That's
grade,
what I had.
that's
I had a 27 in rating.
I had a 32 in
I had
reading.
27 in rating.
Bro,
I have
I'm
no
dumb
idea.
as a brick.
You know, I actually went and took the SAT too. They offered
Did
it
you?
in one or two places, and the equivalent. I don't remember the exact number, but the equivalent it didn't change. It was about that 29, 30.
So they were on
pretty,
par.
pretty,
Yeah.
pretty equivalent.
So, yeah, so Maddie's taking hers once. She's going to take it again. So,
I think you take it.
you have to take it as 11th grader. You're required.
I think you should take it 10th grade.
Yeah, I think so,
Just to see what it
see
is.
what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My kid took it as a 10th grader and made it 25, which I thought was pretty solid.
that's solid.
That's a
Yeah.
solid
Oh,
start.
yeah,
That's
absolutely.
good
I thought it
score.
was pretty solid as
Solid
a 10th
score.
grader.
Shit,
You know what,
25?
maybe-
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Maybe
better than
I
I
made a
did.
25 in the 10th grade, and then a 29 in junior, and then never went up
Mhm.
after that.
I only took it once. I made 21. I'm,
You know
I'm
what? I
rolling
think
with it.
that's how it played out. Now,
What
that was a long time ago.
26.
You don't took it one time?
I took it 3 times. I made 21, and I made 23, then I made
If
26.
it makes you feel
First
good,
time I made 21, Jamie. Does it make you feel
Gary, the
better?
other day,
I stopped it.
Yeah, but he
Maybe
was
I
in the
could-
8th grade, Jamie. When
I
he
was
made
like,
21.
Maybe I could have kept going.
I was really nervous. I think the first time I took it, I didn't even have a like graphing calculator. It sort of sucked.
I told my kid the other day you scored a 34.
No,
I knew that's
the
what you
highest-
scored for some reason.
You know,
Now,
you-
Simber
hold on,
scored
though.
like a 32.
Now, y'all are a few years behind me, but you didn't hear scores like that back in the day.
No.
No.
You
30.
didn't hear scores like that. If you were at 31, 32,
I think it was harder.
That was, I don't know, it's harder or the
I don't
education's
know.
different. We didn't teach for the
So
test back then.
Did anybody take
but
the
I don't remember.
Did anybody take the ASVAB? I did not.
aced it
Yeah,
100%.
I crushed
So
the
Nah.
freaking
Wes
ASVAB.
made like a 60-something ASVAB, which is really good apparently.
I scored a 99 on the
I
ASVAB.
scored
I
like
don't
100.
think you scored that high. I think
Yeah,
you stopped
yeah.
at 70.
I
No,
scored-
no,
I scored
they-
it. Hold on, excuse
no.
me. I scored an 89 on the
Whatever the
ASVAB.
highest is, I scored it too because they made everybody take it when I was in school.
Yeah.
Was it ASVAB? It's whatever
well-
you do for because like Wes was going. They wanted to be a pilot.
Yeah.
Well, he probably was higher than 60.
Yeah,
Because here's
it's
what they
whatever
do: different recruiters come based on what you score. So the Army comes first, and oh, I thought I had it on silent. That's Mr. Josh Gamble from Memphis Bourbon Society. I'll call him back. in a minute. But Army comes for the lower ones. Then, or maybe the Marines, then the Army, and then the Air
Navy
Force
and
is
Air
last.
Force.
They come in for the highest.
Oh, well,
scores.
Wes, Wes joined the.
No,
Yeah,
he didn't get
did,
expelled like
yeah.
you
No,
did.
no.
He would, so bow-legged is not.
So Wes went joined the
It said 4X top, 32-inch
Oh,
waist.
Coast Guard.
They let him in the Coast Guard?
He joined the Coast Guard and went to Memphis, was doing all the medical stuff, and they found something wrong with his back. I think.
They said, bro, you built like a buoy.
he said,
Yeah, yeah.
that tiny
Wes
waist
was
ain't going to
going
make
to
it.
join the Coast Guard.
Yeah, no, he signed paperwork and everything. I
He
mean,
would
he
have
was.
done great.
I'll never forget. We dropped off at Peabody, and the next day he called and said, "Hey, I have something. It was a medical issue that they wouldn't let me in."
Dang, they put them at the Peabody?
Yeah.
Mm.
Apparently, Coast Guard's pretty high on the list too.
So I scored an 89. The only reason I remember that is because they asked me if I wanted to retake, because if you scored a 90, you could be a nuke. And
People
do
like
nuclear
being.
stuff. But I was like, I'm not that smart.
So I thought he said that you want a Newton. I'd be like, hey, yeah,
I
I'll
like,
take it again
I
for
like a
50.
fig Newton.
Gary, you
No.
didn't take the ASVAB?
No, I don't think so.
No, I think I aced it. Everybody had to take it when I was
I didn't know what that is. I don't even remember that.
It's the test you take to determine what branch of military you'd be qualified.
No, no,
Look,
no.
I
What
took-
job?
No,
I
that's
took
job
it. They
in the
gave me a
military,
box of
right?
crayons.
No, like anything above a 80 is like superb.
And there was no it was no real complex stuff.
They gave everybody else Sharpies, gave Jamie erasable markers.
Yes.
It's
That
really
special smells.
They gave Jamie took the test where you had the round square, the round,
In like
round back
idiocracy.
square hole.
Like idiocracy.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like,
He trying to beat it in there. Hey,
That's why our houses are
that's what you
square.
had to do to graduate parking.
Yeah.
You had to put all
I
this.
didn't graduate parking.
Oh, that's right.
I
EB,
graduated-
oh, that's even worse.
EBTV.
All of y'all did. No, Gary was
No,
from
I was
Marion.
married.
I'm the
I
only
gra-
one. Donnie, you did EBTV. That's right.
Yeah, those
Yeah,
two
I
Donnie
guys.
didn't graduate from Marion.
No, Jamie stole me back. I was the
Yeah.
worst mistake I ever
So,
made.
So at EBTV, did you have to put? No, you didn't even have to
I
do that.
salutatorian.
I was
There was only
too.
two of y'all, wasn't it?
4.
There was 4. Who was
Who
the
was
top?
below you?
Barry Thompson and Renee Hewlin.
Okay.
Not in that order.
I was
Who was number one?
Jamie DeCito.
Jamie DeCito.
Oh,
She
but
was.
she
smart.
would have been like top of the class at probably any class.
I was number 2.
There's 2
I
Jamies
was
at
a
the top.
salutatorian. I put that mess on everything
And how
I've ever
many
put
of
out.
you was
When
there?
I went to college, I,
Two of y'all?
when I went to college, I put
Jessica
on my
Young.
class rank.
I had no chance, dude. Jessica Young was brilliant.
It's like I even did the speech for the graduating class before me too.
But you were top 2 in your
the
class, though.
funniest speech ever though was Barry Thompson when he did his senior speech and he bequeathed things to people. So he had this whole list of stuff that he bequeathed to people, and it was the funniest thing at a
He did.
private Christian school.
At a church that
In
got
a
blown away
church.
by a tornado.
Yeah, he
Hilarious.
bequeathed everything.
That church, it hurt my heart when that church got
That's
blown away. by a
sad. That was sad. I was married
It
in
was
that
sad.
church, too.
You were.
I can't believe he did that.
Matter of fact, I
Kidding that.
recalled
I saw him the other day.
you get married in
Think
that
I
church.
spell
I
on you?
remember
Look
Lexi
good.
Thompson was just
I
a
love
little
Barry.
baby,
Mm-hmm.
and we would tell her blow out candles, and she would close her eyes thinking she blew out the candles. And she turned 21, right?
Is that how
Yeah.
you also
Yeah,
caught
she's 21
a
now.
table on fire at the after?
No, that was your poor decorating that burnt.
Oh.
Who?
And they caught a table on fire at Gary's wedding.
Gary's
They had
wedding.
Yeah, we
they
were
had
just talking about his
decorations
wedding.
right next to the candles.
Oh, it wasn't at the hut.
No,
No, it was
No,
at
no,
the
it was
club.
at the
At the
club.
club, whatever.
It
What
the
was that
club.
place called?
The
The
club.
club.
The
Till
club- that
it
was
got
it?
late night. It was
Yeah.
the hut. No, there's other place with the hut.
No, it was the club.
I remember that. I forgot.
It got
about
blown
that.
away too.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was gone, too. Yeah.
Damn, my whole childhood got blown away
So-
in that
so-
tornado. I got married the week before that tornado.
Did
So,
you?
so if that church don't exist no more, does
The
my
church
marriage
is
does
there.
my marriage exist?
Your wedding's annulled.
My wedding's a
It's
no.
annulled.
Hey, it was your wedding that made God cast down a tornado upon that church. He said, if you're going to, if we're going to cast such pain to one individual, oh, sorry, Whitney, I love you, Whitney.
Gary may be the most patient man on earth. Though.
I am patient.
I'm convinced.
I gotta be.
You are. You're very patient.
Oh, there is no doubt.
Look at my
in mind.
friends. You know.
Could
I
have-
look.
Don't bring us into this. Don't bring us into this.
Yeah, don't bring us into this.
I give
The,
it
the
to
day
you,
of
man.
Gary's wedding, me and him snuck off to play softball. In the
We sure
tournament.
did. And we
The
did
day
that.
of your wedding, we were golfing.
Y'all were, I wasn't.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, I was somewhere else.
They,
So
we
Gary
did-
played in a softball
And
team
I
the
would've-
day of his wedding.
Me and
And
him played,
when?
and Kyle ratted us out by accident.
yeah, we were really quiet about
Oh,
it.
they were
too.
pissed.
Whitney didn't know. Like they were trying to
All I
contact us
heard-
during the game.
To this day, I still hear, what if one of y'all got hit in the eye?
I was even playing shortstop too. I remember. I was like every ball. I was extra careful to keep it away from my face
I know
because
you
I didn't.
were.
I
You're
didn't
playing
know.
short.
The day
Yeah.
of your wedding? Did we not do
Yes.
anything night before your wedding?
No, it wasn't the night before because we wouldn't be able to play softball. the
See,
night before.
the night before my wedding, we had a rehearsal dinner.
I think it was the week before. I think the week before my
week
wedding.
before we did.
You did the normal wedding.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I rehearsed
We
dinner.
did-
We got
we-
crunk at the rehearsal dinner.
That,
When'd you
that's
get
the one
married
where,
at? Was I
remember.
there?
yeah, you was
It's
in
Catholic church.
where I was climbing
it.
the,
And then,
the pole
remember
at
the rehearsal was, or
that famous
the
joint.
the after party was at the Ramada.
I remember.
Dude,
Yeah.
It really bothers me that I can't remember things.
Sometimes it's better
It's better.
because then they're all new stories we can tell you.
Yeah.
Not just the people listening, the 5 people listening,
Look, I remember
but we
Da-
could tell you too. J-
I was
trying to figure
Johnny's
out-
wedding. I was so blessed. I was crying, hugging a horse.
My wedding was crunk, bro.
Because
was fun.
Mandy was leaving. I was crying because she was leaving, and I was crying on this horse. Every time I'd reach over and pet the horse, he'd go,
Look, Kim had involvement. I'm
You
not
sure it was a
going
horse?
to tell that
Yeah,
story.
don't tell
here.
that story on here.
I'm
but
not
yeah,
going to tell that story here, but Gary's mama had involvement too. It was a wild night.
it was a wild
It was
night.
a wild night.
Derek had a wild night.
Whose wedding? No, that was Mandy's wedding where Derek got so bad.
Oh yeah, that
Oh,
was
that
that was a
was-
So
fun
he
wedding
painted
too.
the walls.
He did paint the walls. Y'all know that cost my dad like $8,000.
Oh, I bet it did. They had to get a hazmat crew in there.
Poor Derek.
Oh,
I didn't. Me and
jeez.
Whitney were at the wedding because we didn't stay. We didn't stay.
Y'all didn't stay at the hotel?
We
drove home.
You know, me and Charlie were always up to stay somewhere.
We
Yeah,
had like 2 floors for.
That was pre-child, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Man, we in the weeds, but I think people actually like
Yeah.
in the weeds. And look, I'll probably not talk about hardly anything I talked about in the intro, but that's okay. We will talk about Kamala Harris. But I happened across this. Did y'all know there's a gold Donald Trump statue in Washington, D.C.?
No, I
No,
did not.
where?
Check this out.
that
Can y'all
looks
see
pretty
that?
cool. If it,
No, hold on, let
if
me
it
get
is,
this up.
I'm not
Okay.
terribly surprised.
Here comes-
cool.
Where
Holding a
is that?
Bitcoin. He's holding a Bitcoin there.
He's trying to tell us Bitcoin.
I saw him the other day at
At Bitcoin. He was at Dodge
at
store.
Charlie Kirk's wedding. Why is his tie so long? I
you
said
mean-
wedding. I mean funeral.
My funeral.
Why is his tie so long?
That's what it
That's how it's
says.
supposed to be.
Down there it says there's a
No,
12,
no, it's
12-foot
not.
tie. No,
Your
he
Your tie's not supposed to be below your belt.
it's not. And you would think of anyone
Why not?
his tie wouldn't be.
Maybe that's why he's. Maybe
It's 12 foot tall.
His tie?
Yeah, no, that
Maybe
means
it's
that
the
tie is about 6 foot tall. Yeah, but there's a 12-foot
Look, his
tall.
tie's
it was
below
put
his
up in
belt.
Yeah, no,
Washington,
it's accurate.
to honor his support of crypto. That's on the lawn. That's on the right in front of the Washington Monument.
Yes, it is.
maybe that's
on the national lawn or whatever they call it.
Here's my
National,
thought. He orders the same size tie
Yeah.
every single time, and over the years he's
his
slumped.
pants came
He's
up. and his pants
or he's
came up.
lost a lot of weight in his neck. You never
That's-
know.
That's why it's. Yeah, that's it.
That's like a young Donald Trump.
Look
Why
at
does
him.
his hair got a like?
It's a flat top.
Like he's got a like a hat like Terry wears, the cab hat.
Yeah, the one I got on.
You can get up in there and get some shade.
Look, he intentionally made his crotch at face level. He
I
said,
don't-
he said, I want everybody to look that stands by my statue.
I want
Then my junk in her face.
I wish that had been there when I was there back.
He said, it's huge.
If I was gonna enhance something on my statue, it wouldn't be the tie.
Oh, it would be. No, it'd be your ATT score. You would enhance. it.
Yeah, I got
Yes.
it to an 18.
The American dream. When you hear somebody talk about the American dream, would you consider you're living the American dream? I think most of us
Absolutely.
are. I think most of us are. We got homes.
We got
We
homes.
got families. We got vehicles. We got probably car notes. We probably got debt. Probably got light bills. You got family. I mean, I think we're
I don't
probably
know that
close
it's
to
a
living the American
dream, but we can't complain.
But no, it's the
I
American
think
dream.
it's
No,
the
I think it's the
dream.
American dream.
I mean,
yeah,
like,
I agree.
I hate to go back to Charlie Kirk, but Charlie Kirk always said, go out, have kids.
Right. Multiply.
Be married,
Be
have
fruitful and
kids.
multiply.
Yeah.
And he said, you're successful. That's, Then there's a movie. I wish I wrote a movie with John Goodman says, the American dream is to have a little money in the bank, have a reliable rice burner, and have enough money to tell somebody to go after themselves if they tell you to do something you want to do.
There you go. Yeah.
So they now say that it costs $5 million over a lifetime to fund the 8 key components of American Dream. And
There's
they lay
key
those
components?
retiring in comfort.
I don't feel like I'll ever retire.
Oh,
I think most Americans don't right now.
Yeah,
I won't
I
retire.
don't. Right.
But
I
do
don't
you?
feel
But
like
but
I
so the idea of retirement. Well, hold on. Let's come back to that. Let's talk about these 8 points. Affording quality health care. Now, as you get older, the health care is more important and less affordable.
Yes.
Owning a home. I think
Yep.
we've all bought homes at the right time in our life that we didn't get. These kids or young people.
No,
now,
we have great interest rates.
we have
bro.
great
Yeah.
prices on homes. Raising a family, we're all working on getting
Yeah.
that part over with. Jamie decided to start over.
speak for
Gary.
yourself. Tell Gary,
Owning a new car. I just bought a new to me car. Going on vacation. We all take vacations.
Yeah.
Pets, and then having a wedding. I mean, those are the 8
I had
things
one of
they
those.
say. Of all of those, to me, the one that people probably spend the most money on that they could do without's the big wedding. You can have
Oh,
a nice
100%.
wedding
Oh,
without
yeah.
spending.
But
on the wedding.
you end up being the wedding is for her family, her
Yep.
parents,
Yep.
Her mom, really.
I do think
It's-
there's
yeah,
a
it's
lot
for the
of overspending still, though. I think you can have an awesome wedding
think
and
so,
not
too.
overspend.
Oh, I think so too.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. You can.
Pets. People spend way too much on pets, but we got plenty of them thanks to Jamie. Going on vacation every year. I think that's a part that people give up on when they shouldn't. I think going on vacation is as important
I will
as
sacrifice
anything.
other things to have vacations.
I'm with you. I'm at
because
a point,
the
especially,
memories
I wasn't
you
like that
the
before.
memories that you build with your kids.
Growing up, did you have vacations?
No.
Did you? Me either.
No,
We did. We
I,
had a crap ton of vacations.
I didn't
We
have a
did.
crap
Nope.
ton.
Yeah.
No.
We didn't. I remember, and it wasn't anything sexy. I mean, I think we went to
one time.
Nashville, to the Opryland maybe once or twice. We went to Branson maybe once
Looking
in all my
back,
days.
looking back on it, like from
Yeah.
my childhood, those vacations were the absolute best.
Oh,
Yeah, those are memories and
We
seeing the
would-
world.
So Branson, I don't even consider it a vacation just because we would go so much.
You go
We would
Branson
be at
every
the
weekend
home-
almost.
Dad would come home on a Friday afternoon, and he'd be like, "Hey, let's go to Branson." We'd load up and go.
I'm telling you,
And-
these last about 2 years, maybe 3 years. I've been like on a Monday, hey, you want to go somewhere this weekend? And we may fly somewhere.
So
we flew to
We've-
Hawaii like
We've
that.
done a terrible job of it.
I went to I went years without going on vacation, and it's almost
It's
it,
expensive.
it was probably 8 years ago
It's expensive.
at Christmas. My in-laws paid for me, the wife, and time I just had 2 kids, and then our Charlie's sister and their family.
So it was a family trip.
Yeah, to go to Disney, and they paid for everything. We got down there, had a great time. And when I left, I said, I will never not do vacations.
I'm
again.
telling you. We did a Disney trip a few years ago, and it was one of the best trips I ever had. It
Charlie,
was planned.
Charlie and Maddie would go all the time. I wouldn't go with them.
No, I think it's important. And I think the sooner your kids can get exposure to it, the more they can see part of the world, and they would want to go visit in the world. Because I know a lot of kids and a lot of people who don't leave Crittenden County. They definitely don't leave this region.
Yeah.
So I'm like you. Vacation is a very, very big
I
thing.
think it's important.
I think that's important. We went the past several years with like Terry and them.
Yeah.
Our families went together every year, and
Life got in
for
the way.
about the last 2 years we haven't been able to do that. But our thing is, man, we travel so
Yeah,
much.
y'all travel.
So that's the
For
same thing with
sports.
me
So
for
much.
sports.
So I mean, really, when you break it down, it's not the same as a vacation, but we're doing 10 mini
Oh,
vacations.
yeah.
You know,
Weekend trips you can go halfway around
we
the world.
we
on a
don't
weekend
have
trip.
it left though. Like
Oh, I
we
know.
don't have it the time
Well, but
or
just like-
expense.
Brother Fortenberry is
He's
been out, but
he was at SpaCon.
Yeah.
Look, you won't hear about that until probably the week after next.
Yeah.
But we're going to let him talk about that. He's got actually an interesting take on it.
yeah,
It
but
may
you
not
know,
be popular to some.
they had a good trip. It was a weekend getaway.
Yeah.
No, it'd be interesting to hear
Look,
about.
now next up the list here, owning a new car. As I've gotten older,
I don't want a new car.
a new car is not that attractive.
I
to
want
me.
to. I want to buy a 2-year-old car, low miles.
I have never owned a new car.
We got one new car. It's that Kia that's Max.
Never.
But I bought it out of necessity.
If I could get rid of the one I bought like 2 years ago, I would. But
He's always buying something. So I wish I could get rid of it.
I don't think I've ever bought a
That's
car that
facts.
was not
No, that's absolutely facts.
not older than not younger than 5 years old.
Well,
Either.
we just bought a 5-year-old car that had 16,000.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you got a great.
That's great.
I did,
deal.
and it's less than 50% of the.
So
value.
one thing I found out, so buying Charlie's car.
Yeah.
When you're in the market, but you don't have to buy something, and you can you can comfortably look.
Tell you something else.
And
the
haggle.
tools are there to
Yeah.
look all over the country, and people will ship cars to you for not much money
So that car that she has, there was 2 of them available in the country.
in the country.
In the
Yeah.
country,
One
it's
of
one
them
or
was-
two.
One of well, there's more than that, but that's all was available. And one of them was in Memphis, just happened to be in Memphis,
God,
and it had a little more miles than there was one in Kansas City. It had a little more miles on it, but what I would pay for shipping and
Yeah.
the hassle.
Raising a family. Look, I think there's both joy and pain raising a family. It becomes
So
difficult.
also, we've all been. You start off and you can't financially afford kids. That's
Ever.
just part of it.
Oh, but yes, you can.
Well,
I think you figure it out.
yeah,
I-
you figure it
I
out, but
I think you
but
think
look,
you
but
can,
as you
but
expand-
can't.
Okay,
It's
but
like
you're
a
going
word
back
pro-
to idiocracy, where the smart people go, "I can't afford to have a child,"
Yeah.
and then the dumb people are
No, no,
like,
I
"I'm
just
just
said-
going to have kids."
I say you can't afford them. I said,
I thought those were the exact words he had.
it
it's,
was.
it's financially hard, or what? I don't remember what I
You
said.
just can't
Whatever.
afford them. Those were the exact words.
Well, you can't afford them.
You have
but
to
you make it work.
You have to change your lifestyle.
You have to change
Yeah.
your lifestyle.
Yeah.
That's it.
I don't
That's the
know.
key.
I think it forces lifestyle changes.
It has to.
So, but then you reach a point where when you're far along in your career and you can afford to do stuff and you know, it balances out, and you know, you reach a point where you can go do stuff with your kids. And you know, the first couple of years, you may not. It's going to be hard.
Raising a family is rewarding, difficult, sad, happy, and it's just part of life. You got to experience. You need to experience.
I think
you need to experience.
It's
just
experience.
life.
It's just life. It's a life experience.
Yeah, but
We were older when we had ours.
How fulfilling is the life at laying on your deathbed when you had no kids?
I don't know because I hadn't been there.
I know, but I
I
can
don't know.
imagine that it would be.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of like people in Hollywood that get older and they reminisce about not having children. And, you know, they were the ones talking about, oh, it's great. I'm not in a relationship, don't have kids. I'm having sex with everybody.
Yeah.
Great time. But guess what happens when they get older?
My
the
kids
sex
are
wears off.
My kids are the thing I'm most proud of.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean,
My kids' friends thinking I'm cool is what I'm most proud of.
Yeah, I think my kids'
You got
friends
them
think I'm
Yes,
more
my-
cool than my kids.
Yeah,
do.
my kids think I'm lame as hell. But
Next on the list, owning a home. Look, we all got homes at very good times. My home has doubled in value since I lived here. I've been here 16 years.
mine's doubled.
But owning a home is a lot more difficult today. I
have
could
a
not
lady-
imagine buying a $400,000 home at 6% interest.
Oh no.
I have a girl at work that she's about the age when I bought my first home.
Yep.
When we bought our first home, she's about that age right now, and for what she is paying for rent is more substantially
know-
more than what I pay for a mortgage.
Do you know
Yeah.
what
That was,
average
like,
rent/mortgage is across the
insane.
United States right now? I
have
think we talked
no
about this
idea.
that $2,400.
Yeah, it's
Do
just
you
wild,
do you think
man.
that's because
$2,400.
Do you think
That's
that's because
more
of
than my
That's
current
twice.
mortgage?
That's twice mine.
do you think it's because of COVID? Because you remember when the shutdowns happened, they
No,
like
it's
made it to where
because-
they didn't have to pay, and the land.
No, okay, that
You
could be
remember that?
part of it. But the real problem is BlackRock and these large money, they bought single family homes to rent them
They
out.
did.
Yes.
Yep.
And so we're in a bubble. We're in a bubble. I wouldn't be surprised to see a real bubble explode.
Yeah,
A bubble explosion.
That's like all these. We get stuff all the time from realtors saying, "Hey, let me sell your home." Like, what am I gonna go buy?
yeah, exactly. If I could
So,
probably sell my
Like,
mo-
what
I
am I
had-
gonna go
And I'll
buy?
leave names out. I had a guy right down the road from here offer me double what I paid for my house. The problem is, for what it would take for me to build a house for $5,
yeah.
couldn't touch it.
No,
Couldn't
you're
touch
not gonna do
So you
it.
gotta wait for two of them to leave the house. and
Exactly.
then
Yeah,
move to
yeah.
the tent. Move in with Derek. Do the
So,
with
but I
Derek
have
method.
one leaving the house pretty soon, and you know, realistically, I could start looking at
You're
something.
gonna need a crying room when she leaves the house. You both are gonna be.
It's gonna hurt
Y'all
me.
see
always-
Millie's gonna be
dogs.
running shit, so
They-
she ain't gonna be upset.
They always come
gonna
back.
hurt.
Angel
Jamie.
baby's gonna be.
They
So,
always
like,
come back.
Matt
You ain't gonna need a
got
crying
to
room.
ride
You
his
got
bike
two.
to school for the first time the other day.
Bike to school? Y'all
Mhm.
live that close?
Well, a
Not
couple
really.
blocks.
Jamie said a
I've
mile.
never been by there. I have no idea where it's at.
Okay, it's probably
really do not.
a mile.
It's less than a mile.
Yeah, but it's not far.
I really have no idea where it's at.
He's a good half mile
Hmm.
from school.
So he got there. You got to ride. So he did it twice last week, and you thought this dude was a man of the house now.
Good for him. Next on the list, affording quality health care was very high. You know, having dealt with elderly parents or you guys have, I think
And-
most of you dealt with elderly grandparents.
That's something that's hard to deal with.
It's
there.
hard.
Because
It's so expensive.
Yep.
yeah,
Yep. Expensive.
I mean you
And
really,
we're not talking about complex
dude.
stuff.
My
We're talking-
grandmother, I don't know what her finances were, but she had a lot of money, and when the day she died, she was poor.
because of
She did have a
because
ton of money. Yeah, but it
Yeah.
drained her. I remember that.
Yeah,
Like
it,
I vividly remember
it
that.
drained everything that was in her account. We had to get rid of everything. She couldn't own anything
She couldn't. Yeah.
because they had.
to go into a home.
She had I remember going to her house with Jamie. She definitely had
This
money.
is the one at Hardy's. That
And
got,
then she got
Yeah.
she basically had to pay to all her money went to take care of her through dying.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
yeah, she did. She had the dream. She had that American dream, money in
Everything.
the bank, all that stuff.
Everything.
It went away because of expensive.
y'all know,
healthcare.
me and Jamie was outing at church with a guy from Newport that knew the story about his
Yes, about the
Hardee's
Hardee's incident.
Yep. Number one, retiring in comfort. We hit on that a minute ago. I'm not sure that retiring is as important to this generation as it has been.
I
So-
can't even see it.
So, okay, let's be honest. Our grandparents' generation, their plan was to retire in their late 50s, 60s.
Yep. And then what would they do if they retired? they would continue to draw about the same pay they were doing before.
Yeah, but they'd
And
go
they
volunteer somewhere.
and they'd buy a Winnebago or something and go
take
see
care
it.
of the grandkids.
Take care of the grandkids, all those things. What does retirement look like today?
My wife has a retirement that she will be eligible for in 15 years.
So when she's 32.
No. So I think Charlie will be able to retire at 55, something like that.
Which is great, but
Yeah.
I
But
mean,
then she could drive across the bridge and go to work again, draw
No.
retirement and work
I
as
think
teacher.
the way it works, she can they call it tea dropping. She can continue to work. Yeah.
I like to.
She can continue to work.
Gary wants to tea
and
drop
she
your wife.
gets a huge lick doing that.
Oh, a lick
Nah,
out
he
drop.
got teeth.
There you
But
go.
like I have in my career, I just couldn't imagine not getting up and going to work. I don't want to.
And I think that's what happens. I have a lot of people I work with that are in their 70s, and here's what I've seen, witnessed. If you work past about 65 to 7, if you can make it through that range, you don't quit.
No,
You
if
just
you
go.
stop working, you die.
Yeah.
Because that's the view.
Yeah.
If I don't have anything to get up for, or guess what happens? All your friends are dead. So I don't look. I retire. I got nothing to do.
We have an 80-year-old man in our office, and
If he stopped working tomorrow, he'd be dead. In
so
6
his
months.
wife recently
it's so right.
recently passed, and he missed a couple days around her funeral. But I mean, I'll see him tomorrow morning. He'll get up. His
Do you know why though?
he's the second, third person there. He's
Okay,
there early,
so
there late.
when we're in our 30s, we're like ultra stressed about things. We allow things to stress us out that we later realize are not that important.
Yeah.
The things that we were worried about that we're like, I can't wait to retire. 'Cause I won't deal with that
Yeah.
stress. You don't have you create that stress
Look,
yourself.
You do.
You do. You create
do.
that stress yourself. There's no reason to create
So,
those stresses.
You
Here's
do.
what he does. Every day he takes out to the lunch one of the big wigs at one of the local GCs that we work for, whoever that might be. I mean, he takes them out to
They
the
got a
lunch.
great plan.
Every Friday, be him and Andy will write the score of what we think the Arkansas game going to be for the previous week or the next week.
No, he's a man's man. He's a construction dude.
He's a
He's been
construction
in it
dude.
forever, man.
And I mean,
gets
he
it.
just
His life is about interacting with people.
yes,
That's
yes.
It is.
truly
Yeah.
what he loves to do. and
That's what
why-
energizes him.
That's awesome.
Oh, I love it.
I love it.
So if we take all those into consideration, they think that it costs about $5 million. Here's how they break it down: retirement, $1.6 million to retire. Owning a home, almost $1 million.
$1 million.
That includes the maintenance.
Well, I was going to say
every year.
upkeep, taxes. You
Check
know,
this out: owning a new car, $900,000. Because I guess they're considering you're always buying a
insane.
new car every 5 years or so. Raising 2 children and paying for college, almost $900,000. Healthcare, $400,000. They look. This number I think's low. Annual vacations, $180,000. If you're spending, you should spend a
I'm
lot
gonna
more than
say
that.
I'm gonna say $3 or $4 grand.
A year.
Yeah, just so let me look at this. Let me break up the a year. Let me
So I
break-
guess that makes sense, though.
so say
'cause-
you do 30 years.
Yeah.
I mean that's so just say $4 grand
Mhm.
times 30, 120.
That's pretty
What'd
close.
they say?
180.
That's close. That's in the ballpark.
You can have a good vacation for a couple $1,000s,
Oh yeah.
and that's the first thing people
Well,
give up.
Well, so we'll go to the beach and you'll pay $1,000 for your place.
Yeah. You're gonna pay at least
Check this out,
$1,000
though.
for food.
It says that pets cost you on average about $40,000
They
over
do.
a lifetime.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. And Peter might show up at my house tomorrow. We have dogs. We don't go vet. We don't do nothing. They
Oh.
just live with us.
Oh, we do.
Now, if there's something wrong with them, we
Yeah.
do. But
Wedding, $38,000 for a wedding.
How much?
38.
No, I didn't pay 38,000. Me and Whitney paid for our wedding
no,
mostly.
my
And
in-laws
we
paid
didn't-
for
we didn't
ours.
have the
I'm
money
not gonna
back
s-
then
I'm
to
not
pay
gonna
30.
say what they paid, but
Add that all up, and it's about a $5 million lifetime cost
Ah,
for
5 million.
achieving the American dream.
yeah, but that's
So average that over
$5
30 years. What's $5 million over
30. No,
30
you
years?
average that over
40 years, probably. 45 years. Let's say 45.
say 50.
Okay, 50. Yeah, because let's
So-
say you retire at 70, you start working 1867. Yeah, okay, 50 years. $5 million over 50 years is $100,000 a year.
Yeah, so but that's not.
That's not, especially you think of a couple. I bet the average income of a couple right now is what, 120 or something like
If
that.
you want to feel blessed, what do y'all think the in Crittenden County where we live? What do y'all think the median household
I know
income?
the answer to this because I look it up. It's like 75. No,
I was gonna
I'm sorry. Marion is 75. West Memphis is like 34.
Yes.
West Memphis is 34.
27, actually.
Yeah.
27 is the
Yeah.
average
Median.
median.
Yeah, I
But
I had to research that back in the
But
spring.
it says married couples is right around 45 or something.
Yeah, and West Memphis is almost double. I'm sorry, Marion's
So
almost
it's the
double
median, not the
West
mean.
Memphis.
So that's median.
Hold on, I'm gonna tell you exact numbers because I looked it up just a couple months ago.
Yeah, we were just talking about it just the other day.
Because mean's not the median's not the average. Mean is the average. Median's the middle.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's different. It's different.
It's different, totally different. Because you can skew it if you have a bunch of people making high dollar
Yes.
amounts or nothing.
It's like Jonesboro or where's Blytheville? Blytheville's at. What county's that?
Blytheville's Mississippi County.
Yeah, Mississippi County skewed big time
It's
because
skewed because steel mill.
yeah.
Still no, yeah.
I didn't save that.
Like they're showing all these people that are making
No idea.
millions of dollars, but it's not.
It's not Bible making. I mean, that ain't
Yeah.
a regular person in Bible
No, I
making
don't
that.
think that's the norm.
Which
Oh, that's why I'm in the wrong email.
I didn't know. Bible's not really a safe place.
Oh, no.
I used to. I used to thought it was just
all.
normal, safe place. You just walk down the streets. Apparently, it's not.
Well, you can't walk down the
No.
street.
I mean, you can do a lot of things. You can walk down the streets of West
Technically, you
Memphis.
can walk the streets anywhere.
Anywhere. You may not walk long, but you can walk them.
Yeah, Blythe's not a.
Yeah.
No.
So which brings up like the National Guard being in Memphis. I saw somebody say, we don't need them down here. Memphis is fine. You just got to know where to go and what time to go there.
What?
So, okay, so you're telling me it's not fine.
Is,
Okay,
you're,
so here it is. So West Memphis, our median household income is $40,000.
That's married.
median
That's for household.
household.
Too.
Household,
Yeah, so that's
so
average.
you can have your kid working
But
too.
check this
you know?
out. For Marion, is 77,000.
Jeez.
There is definitely a difference
And
in
the
Marion and
median
West
age in Marion is 34 years old, and the median in West Memphis is only 33, so it's really close.
So actually, I looked at this just the other day because I was looking at the
Crittenden County
racial
as a whole, you
demographics.
mentioned this, it's 42,000 median. And
I'm
all of
surprised the
Crittenden County.
median age is so close. I thought Marion would have been.
So
older,
I was
or West
looking.
Memphis would have.
I
been
was
older.
looking at the racial makeup of Marion. Is why I was
Actually, I
looking at.
know the answer to that too.
I do too.
How do you guys just look at these
Grok,
stats all
ask
day?
Grok.
You ask Grok all
No,
day.
I had a reason to do it. I was writing up something for
I
the
had
church.
reason to do it too.
Yep.
So yeah, Marion's 58% white, which really surprised me. I think it was 39.
Crittenden County as a whole.
Okay,
Let's
Crittenden
do all
County.
of Crittenden County. African Americans 48, Caucasian 41, and then the
That makes
make up
sense.
the difference. Yeah,
Yeah, I see.
But
that.
Marion was a lot more white than I expected.
it was.
Yeah.
I agree with you. Yeah,
Oh, well.
you know who the number one employer in the
Crittenden County?
Crittenden County?
Newcore.
Not
No,
Crittenden County.
hold up.
Delta
hold up.
North.
Nope.
Uh,
It's,
FedEx.
Delaware.
no,
North.
Delaware,
Crittenden
yeah,
County
Delaware
is
North.
the school district.
Oh, it has to be
Marion.
in-
the school.
Oh no, people living here. Marion. More
Okay.
people living here work for Marion and West Memphis School District. Those two combined.
So it's
You
the
serious?
school.
Yeah.
School
Mhm.
district.
Wow.
1,100
I would've-
full time employees work for those two school districts.
I would have put all my
Really?
money on Delaware North.
That's crazy. I figured it. Well,
Well, they don't have 1,100. They probably have 300.
Who's
Newcore.
that?
I said
Delaware North.
Newcore, but that's not Crittenden County.
No, that's
Newcore actually doesn't probably have that many employees. Yep.
Yep.
West
No,
Memphis
that's
has
crazy.
24,000 people living there. Marion, 13,000. So it's almost twice as big.
I feel like the casino employs more people.
you just feel it.
Got
Maybe it's just
1100, though.
maybe
well,
it's just because you're
1100.
thinking more of a.
Not 1,100.
You gotta think.
They have
You're
a
thinking
lot
more
of employees.
focused. They have a lot of focus. They probably have more people focused in one place.
And it's actually a much smaller footprint.
Yeah.
You got. I mean, there are 3 separate shifts.
Yeah, but
of
1,100
hundreds of people for each one.
people.
That's 1,100
Yeah, that's a
people.
lot
That's
of
a lot. That's a
people,
lot
I
of people.
guess.
That's
I
a
mean,
lot.
Because you're
They're more spread out. You gotta have people mowing the yard. You gotta have, you got all this people.
Well,
Man,
it's-
what a
they're
great
probably
show
not
this has
counting
been.
contractors.
I'll tell you,
and
this one
stuff
turned
either.
out really good. And I didn't get any of the things I said I was going to get into. But let's see, I had a good story over here I wanted to touch on, make y'all laugh a little bit. We hadn't had a funny story in a while.
Yeah, funny story.
Where'd it go?
It's one of them
maybe I lost it.
disappearing acts, huh?
It
Right.
is.
What's our time at?
Oh, we're at 30-something minutes.
30
We're
minutes.
good. We can end it right now. And we didn't talk about any of those stories, and I'll edit them out. Anyway, no, well, I'll just tell you at the end we didn't talk about them. Parting word. Hold on, let me hit that button. Parting word, Father Fortenberry.
All right, guys. Hey, just remember, anybody can live the American dream. Just whatever your version of the dream is.
You just got to be an American.
You
No,
be,
maybe not.
Got to be
We didn't
American.
touch on that. DW.
Just remember, Jamie, just tap, tap, tap it in.
Final cry.
Gary.
Jamie, my little moon gazer. I really think you have a nice looking asteroid.
And we were supposed to talk about what he was going to do in Uranus, and we never got to it. Jamie, you still going to Uranus tonight? Or going to look at it?
Gonna watch Saturn.
Saturn.
Going to look
In
at
Uranus.
There we go. Dang it. I can't believe we didn't get to it. But anyway, life from the patio. Like us, love us. We out of here.
Outlaw.